Gemini and Claude are going to, ChatGPT is going to make my social media app from scratch. That's going to create a prompt for me to make social. I'm going to call it social gram from scratch. I'm gonna put it on work. Enter. Guys, ChatGPT is already done cooking. So let's see what ChatGPT has to offer. Let's see what ChatGPT has to offer. So, wow, this is the prompt. Act as a, so I'm just going to copy. It's not even done cooking. It's not done. It's not done cooking. So let's continue. So let's continue. Account suspension checks. Create secure administrator. So ChatGPT is already done cooking. ChatGPT is already done cooking. Now let's create our social media app. Then we paste. Create a social media app. creators and short clips. Professional microblogging. LinkedIn targets business networks and career growth. X, formerly Twitter, provides fast updates and public discussions. What are the top 10 social media apps? The top 10 social media apps ranked by active monthly users globally are Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. I think my social media app is going to be like a Instagram based or any of the other three. Facebook is the first leading social media platform. While WhatsApp is the second, Instagram followed by Instagram, followed by YouTube. Wow, YouTube, followed by TikTok, followed by WeChat, followed by Telegram, and followed by Messenger. Messenger, wow. Snapchat, followed by Snapchat, followed by Reddit. Gen Z's Gen Z's uses social media use. Number one, YouTube, 84%. Number two, TikTok, 61%. Number three, Snapchat, 58%. Now I'm going to search for something. What should a social media app include? Let's see whether ChatGPT is done cooking. ChatGPT is almost done. You can't hear. Can you hear? Can you hear now? App include. What can a social media app include? It's the network. A social media app includes user profile, content feed, and interactive features like likes and comments. Examples of popular platforms include Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Core features: user profiles, personal pages where you share your name, photo, and bio. Activity feeds, a main scrolling page showing posts, pictures, and videos from friends or accounts you follow. Messaging, there are chat tools to send private text, voice, or video messages to other users. Interaction tools, reactions, buttons like likes, hearts, or upvotes used to show support for a post. Comment and sharing, spaces to type replies or send content to other pages. Notifications, alerts that tell you when someone interacts with your profile. If you like, let me know. Are you looking to? I'm going to search on right now. Types. Types of video sharing platforms. Video sharing platforms are categorized into user-generated content networks, professional hosting sites, and subscription streaming services. The main types include social video networks, business and creative hosting tools, and on-demand subscription libraries. For a quick look at the top options used for hosting and sharing content. Social and viral video platforms, public discovery built for mass audiences, organic search and user interaction. Examples: YouTube, long form and series, TikTok, short mobile clips, and Instagram news. My own is going to be like this Instagram because it's going to have reels and monetization. I'm going to add monetization to my social media app. Professional and business hosting tools, creative control tailored for filmmakers, corporate training or private embedding without public algorithm. This one is for like YouTube. Filmmakers post their videos on YouTube just to attract audience and views. Examples: Vimeo, high resolution creative portfolios, and Wista, marketing focus analytics and lead generation. Features: advanced privacy controls and zero competitor recommendation. Subscription video on demand. Licensed libraries, broadcast grade infrastructure dedicated to movies, shows, and pro- proprietary media. Examples: Netflix, Disney Plus, and Prime Video. Access model: monthly or yearly subscriber fees rather than user uploads. How are I'm going to start with how are apps created? Apps are made through a step-by-step process, defining an idea, designing the layout, building the core code, or using a visual builder to write it, rigorous testing, and publishing it on app stores. Today, anyone can create an app using drag and drop tools without knowing how to write a single line of code. Planning and conceptualization. Before building anything, you define the core purpose of your app, the main thing you want your app to do. My own is to make it social, have chatting purposes to your friends or family. This involves deciding what problem it solves and sketching out the primary user journey. The steps a user takes to achieve a goal, design and wireframing. So ChatGPT is not yet done, so let's still continue. Design and wireframe. Next, you map out the visuals and user experience (UX). This can be done by drawing on paper, using digital whiteboard tools like Figma, or utilizing AI design assistant to generate mock-ups of how your app screens should look and transition in one another, how you should correlate it to another. Figma is like for designing or creating a website. Also an app development. This is the stage where the app is brought to life. You have two main approaches: no code or visual development. Platforms like Flutterflow or Bobo allow you to assemble apps usually using drag and drop elements, while the platform automatically generates the underlying code. Native coding, like now you just start coding like a programmer. Start with your line of code. Programmers build apps specifically for the platform they are targeting, like for the aim or point they are targeting. This involves writing logic in languages like Swift for iOS or Kotlin for Android. These are two programming languages: Swift and Kotlin. Both are programming languages, but they do the same function. It's just that they have functions for iOS only. But Kotlin is based on Android within development environments like Xcode or Android Studio, respectively. You can also use cross-platform frameworks like Flutter or React Native. Yeah, cross-platform frameworks to write the code once for both platforms. Testing. Before releasing the apps to the public, you have to test it. These are steps before you know when until before your app crashes, before you release the app to the internet, and usability issues. Developers use tools like test flights to test iOS app with small group of users before submitting them. Launch and iteration. Once the app is polished and approved, it is published for download on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Apple App Store, you have to pay monthly for you to upload apps. While Google Play Store, you pay once for the purpose of posting as many apps as you want. Development doesn't stop here. Creators continuously update the app by fixing bugs and adding new features based on the user feedback. Well, I just learned a lot from this how apps are created, and I'm going to add user feedback on like they can report the videos or how the videos are going, that what I can improve about the app. Well, how much will it cost to start an app? Well, me, I'm not going to use this amount of money because I'm using ChatGPT to build the app for me instead of wasting my money to build the app. Building a traditional mobile app typically costs between $10,000 and $300K plus when hiring custom developers, while utilizing modern no-code and AI-powered platforms can cost a little as $10 to $150 per month. Oh, the final price tag depends heavily on your app complexity, back-end infrastructure, and the development team geographic location. Cost breakdown by app complexity. Simple app $10,000 to $35,000. Oh, built for one platform with a basic user interface. Only that the interface can be built specifically for him. Includes standard components like profile generation, simple scheduling, or a calendar. Medium complexity app, it costs around $35,000 to $120,000. Features: custom UI, user authentication, social media logins, and basic third-party database integration. Examples include localized booking system or boutique e-commerce apps. Complex enterprise app $120,000. Well, these medium complexity apps are based for now apps that are for only based on they are not that modern. They are based around all this they don't want to spend much money on it. Also this simple app, but this two, they are actually good for making money. Like now, if I want to build a app, I will choose around these two. I don't want to waste my money and build a complex or enterprise app, because that one will include heavy work and it will take a lot of time before I publish it. Complex or enterprise app $120,000 to $350,000 plus. Implements heavy back-end data processing, multi-channel real-time synchronization, advanced AI logic, and multi-tier security. Examples include ride-sharing apps, marketplace, or complex fintech platforms. Let's see what ChatGPT has to offer. Well, ChatGPT is not done, but I say that I'm using the site building skill. This app shell is ready. I'm now building the functional core. Accounts access, feed posts, creation, like likes, comments. Well, ChatGPT, you can do this. We believe in you. Now, traditional code development versus no code and AI. If you hire developers to write custom code, your budget is mostly consumed by hourly wages. US agencies $150 to $300 per hour. Wow. Eastern European developers. Why is US agencies expensive? Eastern European developers $40 to $80 per hour. South or Southeast Asian developers $20 to $50 per hour. Alternatively, you can build the application yourself or hire a lean team using visual tools platforms like the Bubble AI app builder scale starting at $29 per month, reducing the entry MVP creation budget by up to 70%. Wow. Budget allocation by phase. A typical production budget for custom development drops into distinct phases. Wow, very deep. IU/UX design 15% to 20%, wireframes, click-through prototypes and branding assets. Core development, the main area where you are going to deal in, 50% to 60%. Front end logic, API structuring and server architecture. QA and testing, 10% to 15%. Bug hunting, cross device synchronization checks and security audit. Development 3% to 5%. And submission and storefront compliance management. Mandatory ongoing operational costs. Launching your app is not a one-time charge. Expect to budget 15% to 25% of your initial development cost annually to keep it running smooth. It's just that don't see. Storefront registration. Apple develop Apple developers account cost $99 per year. Apple developers cost 99%. They cost 99% per year, and the Google Play Council cost 99% per year, and the Google Play Council requires requires an amount of requires an amount of requires a one time 20 requires a $25 fee. Infrastructure and servers. Hosting your database via AWS or Microsoft Azure scales from $70 to $220 $200 per $300 $300 per plus per month based on incoming traffic. Updates and maintenance, crucial for adapting your backend to mandatory security changes and annual mobile OS releases such as iOS and Android upgrades. Now let me check whether ChatGPT is already done cooking. Yes, yeah. So ChatGPT is not done cooking. So let's continue. Do free apps earn money? Yes, free apps make a massive amount of money because, in fact, approximately 98% of all mobile app revenue come from apps that are free to download. Developers provide the app for free to attract a large user base, then use several strategies to generate income. The most common ways free app generates revenue include in-app advertising. The app the app displays banner ads, pop-ups, or full screen videos any morning every time a user views or clicks an ad. Freemium or Freemium and subscription. Premium and subscription. Discover features are free, but users pay to unlock premium tools, remove ads, or access ongoing content via a weekly or monthly subscriptions. Data and in-app purchases. Users buy digital or virtual goods such as extra life in a game or unique filters in a photo editor. Data and partnerships. Data and partnership. Generates some apps generate income through sponsored brand deals, affiliate links, or by licensing anonymized user behavior data to third parties. Can ChatGPT build me an app? Because that's what I'm. Yes, ChatGPT can build an app for you, but the approach depends on your coding experience. It can write the entire code base, help you design the user interface, and debug issues in real time. However, you will still stand. However, you will still stand. You will still need the chain to manage the development. However, you still need to manage the development to the app store and or follow the steps to build your app. If you have no coding experience, yeah, you can use ChatGPT built-in app builders or pair it with no code tools to bring your idea to life. Web apps within ChatGPT. You can use features inside ChatGPT to allow you to describe your idea. No code AI builders. Ask ChatGPT to give you a prompt or outline for a visual builder. You can plug this into platforms like Glide or Flutterflow to drag and drop your app together. If you want to code a custom mobile app, ChatGPT is incredibly powerful at writing code. If you want to start with a detailed prompt, tell ChatGPT exactly what your app does, who is it for, and list your required features. Iterate section by section. Ask ChatGPT generates the code for individual screens like the login or the dashboard and test them one by one. Use specialized coding environments instead of manually copying and pasting code from the chart. You can use native AI builders. How does average cost to develop an app like Opay, on average, the cost to develop an app like Opay can range from $50,000 to $250,000. Prices can vary based on several factors, including the complexity of the features the development team you choose and the platform, iOS or Android or both. Is only an app profitable? Wow! Smaller apps just starting out with 1,000 downloads must bring $10 to $50 per month from ads or one-time purchases, while medium-sized apps in the fitness or education space can earn $5,000 to $20,000 monthly through subscription. So I'm begging you right now, if you know you want to join my coding journey, please please subscribe as you can do it. Wow, yeah, ChatGPT is actually almost done. As you can see, ChatGPT is almost done. It's still cooking, but I believe he can do it. There's nothing ChatGPT can do. So how to earn 1k? Wow! To make $1,000 in a single hour, you generally need to leverage high value assets, specialized expertise, or immediate emergency case cash method. The US copyright, is it legal to make an app with AI? The US copyright officers stated clearly AI generated work without human authorship is not eligible for copyright protection. If AI wrote your app and can't prove substantial human creative inputs, you might not own it in a defensible way. Who owns the Opay app? The Opay app is owned by a group of global investors. Can an app make me a millionaire? Wow, let's check. It will make you a millionaire in just a matter of time. This can be easy as written if you have the right products, the right strategy for marketing, and right people to pitch. Almost all mobile apps based business owners have seen their first million by selling their equity. What types of now make the most profit? Wow, social media apps to make money. As you can see here, social media apps, mobile games, subscription based lifestyle and entertainment. Wow, these categories generate billions of dollars globally through in-app purchases, recurring subscription fees, and digital advertising. Top any app categories: entertainment and streaming. Wow. Now let's see whether ChatGPT is almost done. It's testing privacy and policy. Wow. Running lengthy process. Let's ask Google. Wait, how much does the owner of Google make in a day? How much does the owner of Google make in a day?
ṣé fún ẹ wà nù Camry yẹn? ẹ́ tó lè gbéyàn dé NTA junction.
Make in a day. Well, the primary owners of Google's co-founders, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, did not earn, well, together own a controlling stake in the company's 6% and respectively. They famously take $1 annually salary and do not collect standard bonuses. Instead, their daily income depends entirely on the stock market. Larry Page, with a net worth around $334 billion, his value increases roughly $100 million and $300 million per day. Sergey Brin, with a net worth around 243, mom's calling you.
I'm here. How many people you ride? How many people you ride from car?
The CEO's salary. Well, he is an employee rather the founder CEO, Sundar Pichai. Who is Sundar Pichai? He's the owner of Google, and his salary is worth $692 billion. Wow. Imagine if you were earning $692 million. Let me know in the comments if you were earning it in a day. What will you do with the money?